Hello, Subject 4. Nice to officially meet you.
Welcome, everyone, to the Subject 4 podcast. My name is Artemis. We are a fan-made podcast for the Matthias channel for the 863 series, which hopefully you had just watched with us and you just skipped your way on over here. Welcome. We see a lot of new faces. Welcome, everyone. We see a lot of new old faces. Great to see your guys' faces out there. Today on the stage, I have the superhero of the podcast, Nugs himself.
Hello, hello.
And
back again.
So the episode was running 15 minutes late, and that's gonna push us for some time. So bear with us. We don't have like the best screenshots. We don't have the best theories yet. I do have Reddit open, but right now it's it's always about the mustache on Reddit. So
it's only been like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes since the episode ended. So,
I know, but usually there are people posting during the episode. But right now
True.
we got stash themes, memes right now. But yeah, maybe we should do a poll. Do you like the stash?
Oh, my answer
Everyone
is
knows
yes.
my answer.
Your answer is false.
No, it can't be false. It's an opinion.
It's false.
It's false. I did not get a screenshot. If somebody on Discord, if you can grab a screenshot of the new John Doe email. I did not get that. I got a lot of the Chloe stuff because that to me is like the meat potatoes, and the John Doe is like the vegetables that we have to force down.
Grace, we'll get to that theory here soon.
Holy poop, Grace.
But I have a couple things to say against it.
Were you writing that during the episode? Dang. Next time you write something that long, can I get pictures? Make it a pop-up. No. That's what we need.
Make it a pop-up.
We need an 863 pop-up book.
That would be so fun. I want somebody to make a pop-up book 863 themed. That would be so funny.
That would be amazing. Well, so let's get into this episode because we are pressed for time because Artemis has a day job. Boo, I know.
Now I'll have one soon too, so
but yeah,
see if
Artie has to skedaddle to her job, so we have exactly about an hour and 10 minutes left of the podcast. So, and we want to get to your guys' theories. If you are new here, how this works is we do have a Discord. If you want to join our Discord, what we do is we pull you, like, you get a chance to speak. It's not the Artie show. It's not the Nugs show. It's the Subject 4 show. this is your platform. This is where you get to get your voice heard. This is a podcast that Matthias himself does listen to. He has taken part of the stage. But because of the new kind of like algorithm that they have going up with the 3 episodes, he is a very busy man. Everyone in Spellbound is like burning the candle at both ends right now. So if we don't have a special guest in a while, that is why. But there are, if you are new and you did not know that there are fan platforms out there, there are plenty of fan platforms. After this, basically, if you are a hardcore 863 fan, we have a show for you guys. So it's almost like I want to call it the 863 channel. Like, this is your TV guide. First is going to be us, the Subject 4 podcast, which leads into 863 reacts to Noah. So you can rewatch the episode with Noah after we are done here. And then it will go
3:15 PST.
And then it will go into the Science Babes. The Science Babes are more finding the science and the technology. Steph and Kaylin. Steph is a computer scientist, and Kaylin has a biology background. They sometimes pull me in as a medical expert, and also a quantum. I don't want to say a quantum physicist because I am not a physicist. I just understand quantum mechanics and general relativity very, very well. So they'll pull me in for an expert witness, or bear with me. I've been watching a lot of Johnny Depp trials, so. But yes, they'll pull me in for an expert witness. But then I think they close it for then after the Science Babes, if you enjoy Twitch, we have Jordan and Angel, who are a lovely couple from Nova Scotia. They do We Are Subject 4, where you can then catch up with all the theories, like bring the theories from our podcast, from watching it with Noah, from the Science Babes, end it off with the lovely Canadians up over there on Twitch. And so it's almost like you're going to get a lot of theories, a lot of
you have
each
upload day is like 863 days.
Yes,
you have
it is going
everything going on.
Yes,
because it's upload at 12:15, podcast at 1. 863 reacts at 3, 4 science. It's
even
right
worse on
after each other.
Thursdays for you guys, because on Thursdays we have the Spellbound Art Council. They're all about the art. So if you are an aspiring artist, or if you, sometimes Matt doesn't get to a lot of the art on 863 that gets posted in our Reddit, because he goes by the most upvoted, and unfortunately, art does not get upvoted that much. I wonder if you guys have noticed that trend. Art and theories do not get upvoted. It's memes.
Yep.
And that's why I try to post my theories meme form. And they get upvotes.
I'll usually upvote when I go on Reddit. I'll usually upvote art because the artists deserve that credit.
Yes.
I mean, they work hard on all of that, and that's why I'm really glad that the Art Council exists, because it gives the artists who don't usually get that much of a spotlight, it gives them a spotlight. And unfortunately, I'm usually busy about the time that they go live, so I'm not able to listen to them. But I think it's a great idea, and I think I have enjoyed, from what I've listened to, I've definitely enjoyed it.
And it's a way to showcase the artists who don't get recognized over there. And the amazing, like, everyone knows this name around 863, even if you don't know the fan platforms and stuff like that, but the amazing Emiko is over there. So when you go and see the Emiko show, and we all know he's a fantastic artist, a fantastic memester, and we highly recommend.
He is the creator of Naked Matt, after all.
Oh God, Naked Matt. For his birthday, I gave him the original copy, like the
Yes.
yeah. I had to defeat Overchill. Oh, I can't stand Overchill. But yeah, Emiko is over there, so yeah, he gets to react with his girlfriend Toast. Toast has also been around a lot in the A63 community, as well as Pastel and Bite.
Yeah.
They are fantastic artists. If you are looking to get critiqued on your art or how you can better do your art, that's the place to go. Not me, I finger paint. That's not a lie.
Not me, I
That-
finger.
that is not a lie, people. That is not a lie. I have done some art pieces, like I've done a comic book form.
I'm working on one right now.
I've done
It's
some sketches
awesome.
for I've done some comic book sketches for Jordan Kendall and Deb. How did I forget her name? I did do them in comic book form. I attempted to do Wes, but then I found out that I'm more women are easier to draw for me. But we're gonna go ahead. Before we join this, jump into this episode, I will want to. I did. A lot of people are probably wondering, how do you get your themes into a meme format? Here's a meme that I just posted. When I say just posted, I actually posted it a while ago. But it's basically the episode summed up between GR and Matt.
Yeah.
You have Scarlet Witch and you've got Doctor Strange here in a conversation, but Scarlet Witch in this meme is GR and Matt is Doctor Strange. GR, I'm going to get you evicted if you continue to upload. Matt, we have incriminating threats. You left Deb. We'll take you down for murder. GR, that doesn't seem fair. The lady in assisted living did it.
True. No, the thing about that, and I'll even go on that as well. Like that, it just seems like another, like they were saying in this episode, it just seems like another one of those things where GR is just like, just throwing the blame on somebody else to give him some more time. And I think that's, excuse me, a very valid theory, as far as who killed Deb. I do have a theory that I kind of shared last week on who the killer is, and why, but I'll touch on that a little bit later. But yeah.
Oh, Queen of Chill over on YouTube. No, Nugs is not working on a comic book.
No.
That would be the amazing Alyssa and the amazing Squatting Buffalo. So
Yeah.
those posters that are up in Matthias's office at home and at Spellbound, and out in the lobby of Spellbound, those movie posters, that artist is actually working on a comic book. And I believe, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this.
Don't say it then.
Oh,
Don't say it.
Squatter, can I
No,
say it? Is Squatter in the chat?
But I will say, now that we're on this topic, if you would like to get yourself some of those posters that you see on in Matt's office, in the lobby, his house, you can actually get those on our website in the posters section. Squatting Buffalo has allowed us to put a bunch of his posters on the website, on our website. So if you'd like to get yourself some of those amazing posters made by Squatting Buffalo, check out our website, s4podcast.com. And you can also check him out, directly support him through CrouchingBison.com.
Yep. CrouchingBison.com is more of his business. So, but he does have prints up there. The prints that are on his website are limited edition. So if you go on there, you see a print that you want, you better buy it that day, because he doesn't. I don't even think he knows when he is going to take those down.
And
But
speaking of limited edition, we actually on the same website, we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary on the podcast. So we have 1-year anniversary merch made by the wonderful Angie on Discord and Reddit and everywhere else. So if you would like to help support us and get yourself some podcast merch, we actually have 1-year anniversary shirts. Only they're going away at the end of this week. So if you want to get that before it goes away forever, please go to our website and take some of those shirts. I think we have 2 shirts and a sweatshirt you can get with Angie's 1-year anniversary designs.
Yeah.
So if you want to support the podcast and go around and wear our merch and
where
give us some
say you're
publicity.
a hardcore fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we got a couple of people on our Instagram that are tagging us, and you guys look awesome. You guys look amazing. Thank you.
Yeah,
Please,
if you
when you
get
get our merch, even if it's Squatters posters, tag us in it. Because if he doesn't see it, I will make sure he sees it. But he
And if you're in
enjoys
the
seeing
Discord,
it as well.
post it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now I have I have 4 of Squatters posters in my office right now. But he did not give them to me. I bought them, and
Yeah.
he gets mad every time I buy stuff, but who cares? But so this episode.
Episode.
Dear gosh, this episode. I do have some screenshots. I'm gonna have to pull them up on my computer as well, so I can see them along with you guys.
Yeah.
We have a patient medical file. We've got, what is this? Project Pegasus injection test file. We have person of interest, the Syntec person of interest. And then we have the court stuff, which I didn't really get a good shot of.
Harry, where did you see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spellbound?
What?
I don't know. Harry Houdini said, "Did we see that the address is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spellbound?"
I did not see that.
I was asking where.
So,
Is it bad that you want to see the body? No, I was saying I was hoping maybe they release that.
No, it's
on
horrible. You guys should not want to see that. It's horrible.
No, it is horrible. No, it is. But I kind of wanted to see what it looked like from far away. I mean, obviously we saw it under the tarp, but I wanted to see what she looked like untarped, unblurred from far away, just to see what her skin looked like. That sounds kind of weird, but I want to see if it looks crystallized from far away.
On your screens over on YouTube, we do have the court documents that I could grab. There's such a short period of time that we had. SC 100. Notice 2-person being sued. Plaintiff claim in order to go to small claims court. Small claims. The state of Arizona, some small claims is $1,000 in Arizona. Like it's anywhere between like $20 is $1,000. Why is this going to small claims? Why isn't she suing for something like major? Yeah. Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, case number SC 42108. I wonder if that's an actual case number. We don't have a case name though. We do have giant fingers in our way though. I think those are Woods fingers.
Matt.
No, I think that's Woods. It's Woods. That's working man hands. That's working man hands. So I'm a little baffled. Plaintiff's claim to small court.
I don't think it's a made-up case number. That would be illegal.
What?
Grace said it could be a made-up case number, and I said no, it's probably not. Oh, welcome. I did see a bunch of new people joining the Discord, so welcome everybody who's new. And if you're generally new to the podcast, or on YouTube or on Discord, welcome. Or if you're listening on Spotify and all that, way down the road, hello from the past.
Sorry, when Artemis gets quiet like this, it means she's on a trail of something. Oh, looky there. Looky there.
Artie
Okay.
has the brain cogs ticking. Hey,
Artie,
Mitchell, welcome.
Artie's done something.
What did Artie do?
Artie did something.
Uh-oh. I'm
This is when, like,
I think we should all be concerned right now.
This is when Matt gets concerned too. I found a copy of the
Of the what?
I found the information for small claims. What is small claims court? Small claims court is a special court. Okay, up to $10,000 in California.
Wow. That's...
Who can file a claim? You must be 18 years or older. A person who sues in small claims court must first make a demand if possible. Unless you fall within two technical exceptions, you must be the original owner of the claim. You must also appear in the small claims hearing yourself unless you have filed blah. If a corporation files a claim, she's not a corporation, so who cares? A person who appears on behalf of a corporation or whatever. Where can you file your claim? Where the defendant lives or where the business involved is located. Where the damage or incident happened. So it wouldn't be Los Angeles. It would be Santa Clarita, right? Interesting.
No, what I find interesting is why would you want to... So, obviously, she's suing Deb, right? Why would you do it? Why would you
do it in small
that's
claims and not criminal?
Exactly, because that's like, if she was disabled, like it said, I wouldn't just want to do it and get it quickly over with. You know, I would want justice for myself, I suppose, right? Why is she using small claims? Why isn't she going, like you said, criminal, you know, or something else, right? I don't fully understand the point, or like why should she do that. And obviously this is only one, and we know that she did it a couple times, so maybe this is one of the first ones. But maybe another thing it's possible is maybe it had been a bunch of years. Oh yeah, you're right. Santa Clarita is part of Los Angeles County.
It is, but wouldn't they go to the local county for small claims?
I have no idea.
Let's see if I can find more on this. That was the info. Right. Okay. Here's the actual form that they had filled out.
Mm-hmm.
So it is the SC100 plaintiff's claim in court. Okay. You are the defendant if your name is listed blah. You are the plaintiff must go to court on the yeah, I don't care about that. You, the plaintiff, must go to court on the trial date listed below. If you do not go to court, you may lose the case. If you lose the court case, order that your wages, money, or property be taken to pay this claim. Bring witnesses, receipts, and any evidence you have to prove your case. That would be interesting. I would want to know what kind of what Chloe was able to dig up. And I bet you Scott was one of the witnesses.
I feel like they should try to find Chloe.
Yeah.
I really do. I feel like she would be like, obviously, I think they should keep her location obviously extremely secure because we, excuse me, saw what happened with the Syntec other experiment survivor, Patient F. But I feel like she seems to be less scared. Not that she isn't, but but she seems more angry. And so I feel like she would be more open to answering questions because she's obviously still trying to be, or at least for a while was trying to sue Syntec for what, or Syntec and Deb for what happened to her. So I feel like they should talk to her, or at least try to get in contact with her. And then the better thing is this time it's not Nelson's influence. Nelson's not influencing Matt, so something he says isn't gonna, sound like something, or something he said isn't gonna be like what Nelson said, and it's not gonna trigger her. But
So there's a lot of paperwork that we did not see on screen. There's 6 pages here. And there's interesting, like, you have to fill in your name, your address, the defendant, the plaintiff's name and address, the defendant's name and address, how much is owed, what are they claiming. And what's interesting, in the void area that we saw on the screen, was the clerk's stamp date here when form is filed. So did this never get filed? Because if it's void, it's interesting. I'm wondering. Should I put this in? Should I give you guys access to this? Sure, why not? What's the harm in it? You can easily find it on the web. I will post where I found all this, so you can take a look at the form yourselves.
Where's my phone?
Mine's right in front of me. I'm always.
Oh, I know my phone. I'll be right back.
I do all my artwork. I do all my business. Like, I work from my phone. So there is the information I posted on Discord, YouTube. I will send it. I'll send it over to you just now. If you're like, who the heck is this? It's me. Road Less Traveled is me, by the way. YouTube. If you're just like, what the heck? But yeah, there's.
I thought it was Vet Girl 16. I'm just kidding.
No, that's on other things. Matt likes that. That profile.
I know.
Even Matt said that. I thought it was Vet Girl 69. Funny number. Shut up, Matt. Yeah. So let's go over what other screenshots did I capture. We had the patient medical file. Let's see what we can see on that. Again, sorry, it's blurry. This is the best.
Yeah, they had the patient file was just like the other ones we've seen before. In the filing cabinet, we'd seen Chloe's, or a file, or a file for Chloe before, but I think this one is a little bit more extensive.
The date is interesting. The date at the bottom of, if you guys can see in the bottom, it says lead investigator signatures D. Date is not the, it's around Christmas time, so Merry Christmas. But it's 1999. It's like right before we went into Y2K, for those who are old enough to remember that.
Y2K.
Also, what's interesting is it's recommended for Project Pegasus and Project Spire. She says that she has high blood pressure, anxiety, and thyroid problems. Interesting. Really can't see much because it's so blurry. Height 5'3", haha, taller than you. Does the weight?
I'm taller than that.
Does the weight say 233? What is it?
I don't know what it says. 233?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to.
I'm trying to find her other one from the.
There's not a lot on that one for Chloe DeWitt. There's not a lot. A lot of it's redacted, and a lot of it's not filled out.
Oh, I don't even see it in the filing cabinet. Was it filing cabinet?
No, it was just It was in the file cabinet, but it was not shown on screen. I do have that somewhere. Let me find it.
Well, I thought they put it in the evidence list. I feel like I've read it before, but maybe not.
What you saw was what I got from screenshots.
Okay. Yeah. That must have been.
Yeah, you got my screenshot in your head.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Here it is.
Oh, thanks, Harry Houdini, for the boost.
Chloe DeWitt is 5'4". On the Syntec profile summary, she's 198 pounds. Trial patient for Spire. So the Syntec profile summary says she's just in the Spire. She has red hair and brown eyes. That is all that the Syntec profile summary says. When did they start Syntec is redacted. The official date is redacted. And then we have, I believe at this time was Nelson's hand in the way. Matt's hand, but Nelson's hand.
It's Manelson.
So, yeah. Let me get this picture for you. Chloe Syntec. Where was I? This was... Sorry, I'm digging in my evidence. Also, one of the perks for joining the Science Babes is you get access to their evidence. And
just super duper extensive. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yes, it is. So that's what I was looking at. And Nugs, that's probably what you were thinking you had in evidence, but really it was just shown on camera, was not put in evidence.
Yeah, okay.
We do have Scott's in evidence, but we do not have Chloe's. They do have Autumn's, but Autumn's was not shown on camera. The name Autumn Hill was just said on camera, but was never... It was while they were flipping through the files. So they do have one of these on Autumn that they decided not to give us yet.
Yeah, Chloe Druitt's... Oh, that's what it was from. So, Chloe Druitt's current address is 12345 Spellbound Drive, Los Angeles, California. Or at least that was her
on
address,
the suit. On the lawsuit?
No, it says it on one of the files. It was a screenshot, Garrett.
Yeah, it's got to be the lawsuit one, right, Garrett?
It's a Syntec file.
Oh, it
It
is?
said Syntec on the top. Yeah. But it says that her education level highest was a college intern for UCLA.
Weird.
That's interesting. But that 1-2 Spellbound Drive? Yeah, thanks, Grace. But that's so weird. 123, that seems like a fake address. But why specifically 12345 Spellbound Drive?
We do have that she was at location 1. This file that's up on
Yeah,
YouTube.
fake address. Is there even a Spellbound? Is there even a Spellbound Drive in Los Angeles?
No, that's outside of the story. Don't encourage that.
I don't know. I'm just
No, don't encourage that. Do not look that up. Do not look for the location of the studio. Do not go to the studio. That is out of bounds for our little game on the internet.
No,
here.
that wasn't the studio address.
But
yeah.
But
Good
yeah,
idea.
so up on YouTube right now, we do have the protocol title is Project Pegasus Injection Test, and it was done at the Spellbound location, so location number 1. Location of serious adverse effect, Lab 007. What? They had James Bond working in the lab? Sorry.
Sorry, that's
onset date. So this is according to the other file was around just 3 days after Christmas time. This is in February 13th the next year. Was this event expected? No, with an explanation mark. No, it wasn't. Subject's pain level increased before, and then we got a hand in the way. Hallucinations, vocal cords are. So I have a theory about the hallucinations. Yeah. I have a theory about the hallucinations. I'm wondering if the hallucinations are the same things that like Matt is experiencing, of like the Syntec dreams, but hers are reversed.
Oh,
hers are reversed. She's dreaming about our team and Spellbound instead of Syntec. So she's seeing into the future, whereas Matt, when he dreams, he sees the past. Could go with the Einstein-Rosen bridge, but it's more, instead of an Einstein-Rosen bridge, it's more of a like mind link type of thing.
Mind link with the past.
Okay, so our next one here. This is the Syntec file. I think this is the Syntec file you guys were just looking at. Sorry, I have to pull it up on my screen so I can see it better. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the file that you and Garrett were talking about. Her birthday is 1980. So so Chloe would be... Wait a minute. 80. Sorry, I need to double check my math in my head.
Should be 42.
I know.
This year.
No. That's not what I was going up against.
Oh.
She was only 19 years old when she started in 99. So she was only 19 years old. What is
I mean, look,
hold on. What does the Syntec file? The Syntec file does not put her at 19 years old. Syntec file puts her at something else. It puts her at
20 something.
It doesn't give me.
See, the thing about that is like
this image doesn't give me her birthday.
Yeah, if she was 19, either like Agent 47 said, either A, she's interning, or B, she's a college kid who doesn't have a lot of money and finds a way to get money. And that's, say Syntec was somewhere offering, hey, you get $35,000 as an example to come and, test this whatever, right? Like a what's the word? It's a group that tests things for but
Sorry,
yeah, like a
I'm hopping
paid
over to
trial,
the
like
Science Babes Discord really quick because something's not right here.
yeah, on the Syntec file, Meep says it was on. Says she was 29.
Yeah.
Yeah, like part of us, like
So
a
29. So
study.
that should have been. So now we can date the Syntec files. The Syntec files were written in 2009 then.
Okay.
Because if she was 29 when it was written, she was 19 when she joined. So she was 19 years old when she joined. So that would make her 29 would be 10 years later. So that would make it 2009 when those were written. Interesting. We still don't know who wrote them.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like I was saying before, maybe she, that's how she started there. It's like, broke college kid needs some money. She finds that somebody who is Syntec is offering a bunch of money to come and be part of this study for a, they probably wouldn't market it as like this, they probably market it as something like, like a common, like, hey, de-aging or something like that, like a clinical study. She goes in, signs up, and ends up, that's how she got into all the trials and stuff like that.
Alrighty. I'm going to play the clip that we have. So
I have the thing on that.
If you
once
look,
you're done, once this is over, Ashley. Sorry, Artemis.
Once you look over, you can kind of see that there's another page, on that last image that I showed you guys. There's like this whole document. Again, could not transcribe it, could not get a screenshot of it. So we're gonna listen to Sam talk about it. So once again, if you are on Discord, you're gonna have to open up the link to the YouTube live stream so you can watch this with us. But here, let's go ahead and watch this.
Here is a lab report written from Dee herself during the experimentation on Chloe. Brace yourself for this one.
It's February 15th, 2000. My concern with Chloe is my inability to treat her side effects effectively. The tests are falling further and further behind because she's not ready. Her hallucinations are odd. They are of places, people, and even events she's never seen before. Is this a potential splintering? I don't know what that is.
Splintering, huh?
Yeah.
Not the first time we've heard that, though.
Yeah, we've seen it on other effect or like event form.
The first time we heard the word splinter was maybe 2 years ago when we stumbled upon documents found in Deb's hideout hidden under the stairs. During that era of when Syntec owned and operated out of our building before us, guessing early 2000s, Deborah had created a space where she could lay low and run her own experiments without the watchful eyes of the questionable leaders of Syntec. The word splintering has come up many times since then, and I don't have a shed of evidence to define it.
I'll mark it as confirmed for the time being. Scott can change it if necessary. So there's a mention of Scott. I don't know how much more of this testing she can handle. Scott has reported that her screaming is disturbing the other patients, and she isn't hesitating to use that pain to spew threats to those at Syntec, including myself. So I'm assuming this is Deb.
Using pain to spew threats.
Well, I mean, like, a lot of people don't know really how to manage pain, and that's very normal.
So we learned 2 major things from this report. Number 1, she was lashing out with physical violence. And 2, she was confirmed by Deb to be splintered. If splintering is half as bad as it sounds, Chloe could very well be our murderer.
One last part. Considering her pain levels, I'm not surprised nor offended. Scott seems uneasy, though. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this was written around the same time we saw Scott, and I think, didn't he say the other guy's name was like Xander or something?
So, just to kind of give a little PSA, we are not going to talk about DID. We are not going to talk about splintering in that kind of form, because we have gotten acknowledgement not only from Bailey in Spellbound, we have got it from Matthias himself that no, mental. Basically, it is not going to be a mental health factor that's going to come into play for that. But I do have a theory about that. I'm thinking that the word splintering could be like, if you are a Marvel fan, you can think of splintering as a Nexus event. So you have one parallel universe timeline getting splintered into inside of another parallel universe timeline. Does that make sense? Is everyone following me? I know I'm going to go into time again, and you all love that. I know you all love it, right? But basically, so you have Chloe's timeline going right here, and then she can splinter off while this timeline's still going without her. So her mind is splintering off to maybe where Spellbound is.
Yeah.
So that could be a splinter where she is diverting from one timeline to another, and that could be what the splintering effect could be. And as far of what we have been seeing, I mean, Scott even looks like he's in like a time loop, and he's splintering as well, because he's going through this kind of a change. So that would be really interesting if that's what is happening to Chloe, and that's how come she can see these things. She can see events and places and people she's never seen before, because her mind is splintering. Her physical body's still in her timeline, but her mind is no longer there. Does that make sense? So
Interesting.
So to, again, if you are new here, hi, welcome. I'd like to get nerdy. So a lot of people, we're going to do this again because a lot of people view time as cause to effect.
As what? Oh, causing, yeah.
Yeah, cause to effect. And you have, your minutes and your days right there on that line, when really time is more three-dimensional waves.
Mm-hmm.
And so you could have poor little Chloe, who's a 19-year-old kid. You can have her on this timeline, this wave right here. And then you can have Spellbound coming up this wave. And she can see into that time. So there are two theories. So she could be overlapping in time, and her mind could be like that. But I actually think it's more the splintering effect of like a Nexus event. Because that seems like to more deal with what we are dealing with right here. But Scott seems like he's doing a time wave. That's how come we can see into his time. He gets off at 5 o'clock. So he gets off at 5 o'clock and walks to the Mountaineer. And that's why Matt has been able to time his movements, because every single day, Scott gets off at 5 o'clock, walks to his Mountaineer to go home. So then they intercept him during this time wave. And we actually had Matt and Scott in this area right here where time overlaps. By the way, this is all backed up by science. This is all backed up by math. So, yeah, this is a theory because you can't really prove it in a laboratory. But this is all backed up by science. So, and you said you had a theory, Nugs, before we went into that scene.
Oh, it had to do with the splintering, but it was kind of more of it was more of like a mental thing. So I suppose I won't go into it.
Yeah, we can't. We got to stay away from the whole mental aspect of it because we've already got confirmation from Spellbound, and we've already got confirmation from even the writer himself.
I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be like. I mean, because they'll mention like people are like, I don't know, traumatized, but they don't obviously go into it very much. But like, yeah, I don't know. Never mind. I'll just not go into it.
I mean, yeah, could she be experiencing PTSD? Probably, but a lot of people associate the word splintering and the fragmented brain as DID because that is DID.
No, that's that's not what
so we try really hard, especially on the podcast, and we try really hard at all the fan bases to stay away from actual like. I mean, it's one thing to say PTSD, and it's one thing to say an actual mental health thing in diagnosing them, which is highly inappropriate for our make-believe little world. So I rather stick with the, hey, she's seeing ghosts in her room because she's actually seeing like, you know, Sam in her office. So, and by the way, this like a mind wave thing is how Einstein theorized how people see ghosts. Because we always see ghosts in one time period. We always see like in a Victorian lady in a Victorian dress. You know, we never see like, I saw a bunch of cavemen outside. Like nobody sees that kind of ghost. We always see
I saw a bunch of cavemen.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of Roman soldiers run past my window. No, it's always like a Victorian era. So that could be an explanation to that. The only thing I have against the whole like haunting, like that kind of haunting thing, is that Matt actually physically shook Scott's hand. So Scott and Matt were physically at the same time because they actually shook hands. So, but anyway, so what do you got for us, Nugs?
I really don't have much theory wise.
Do you have any theories on how she's died upright?
Well, actually, I will touch on this now. Grace said something towards the beginning, and I'm gonna scroll all the way back up. And there's a couple things that it had to do with her death and her being straight up. But one of the things that she had mentioned at first was that she died laying down and then somebody picked it up. But I wanted to say specifically against that portion. I'll read this in a minute. Actually, let me read it first, and then we'll go into it. And this is a little bit of a long one. So Grace said, so basically they froze her body, and and she fell down. While she died, the killers literally positioned her body to look like she died while standing up. But in reality, they tried to cover it up because of all the... I'm trying to, like, the grammar is a little off here. No offense. I'm just trying to be able to figure this out. Because they tried to cover up the crime scenes from the murders, and she could be trapped inside her own time loop, and she's literally still alive and just reliving all of her past life over and over again. Okay, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but what I will say is I don't think she died, and laying down and they stood her up, because we see the outline in the back wall. That wouldn't make any sense. It looks like something blasted some from the doorway at her, and then that's what that shadow was. So I don't think she died falling down. What if she isn't dead? The body is just left behind, so she projected into another place, time, or dimension. Yeah, that's an interesting thought as well, and that's kind of what Grace was saying. I think that she isn't dead. She's only her physical body's dead, but she's still around. But that would kind of bring in the paranormal stuff. And like even season 3, I was the whole time I was like, it's not paranormal. It's not paranormal. So I have no idea.
I'm wondering, could I don't want to cancel out the paranormal. I don't want to cancel out that theory just because Nelson messed with us last season.
No, I'm not canceling it out. I just don't think it is.
Yeah,
all.
the thing is that I'm wondering if Nelson played with us to actually cover up their paranormal things that are happening, because even Scott said he could hear voices.
That's possible.
Yeah, but I mean, that could have been Nelson planting that into our team's head. Because we do know that, he could easily jump in between. But, yeah, he could have, I don't know. Even, didn't the survivor say something about it being haunted? I'm not sure. But, again, if you are new here, I have gone through extensively about the crystallization of her blood and of her skin. And honestly, no. There is nothing in known science right now that will crystallize blood. Because
science, but obviously we've gone with,
even... I'm so sick of everyone blaming everything on the serum. So
no,
sick
I'm not
of it.
saying it.
Because it's like we know what the serum we know what the serum does. The serum is to mind control. But we can't say, oh, the serum does this and this. So it's like if subject 4 can't explain it. Hold on. Let me finish. If subject 4 can't explain it, they go, the serum. Can we okay. Let's get out of the serum bubble. Right. I think it's the absolute. I think the absolute did it. How did the absolute do it? I have no idea. Because not even liquid nitrogen does that. Not even liquid nitrogen does that to blood. Blood cells get ruptured when they freeze.
Bailey did it. What? Why Bailey? That's what Agent 47 says. He
thinks Bailey stole the absolute, and therefore Bailey killed Deb. Because again, the person who stole the absolute, same height as Bailey,
and is wearing a wig.
Yeah,
very visibly.
Yeah,
no, I think on that subject. I mean, I can't you said no, nothing we've seen in science can do that, right? But I think we've seen the serum, which doesn't make any sense with science either.
Well, so, the serum, I actually can explain the serum, why the serum crystallized. Well, it didn't really crystallize. It was more like resin. And that's because it was by a window. And we know this is very volatile stuff, and we don't know how it would react in full effect of UV light, so it could have just hardened because it was exposed to UV light over by the window. And by the way, Deb, I don't want to believe that this is Deb, because Deb would have known better not to put it over there by a window. I'm thinking it was more of an absolute thing, but there is a theory. I haven't seen anyone say it yet, but there is a theory that Deb is not dead, but she's actually frozen in our time because she's in a pocket universe. So she's just frozen in our time. She's not dead nor alive. She's just on pause. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I have seen that theory. I will chalk that up to quantum mechanics, that the theory of pocket universes is a thing, but whether to have a body still in our time while being in another time,
Yeah.
interesting, because then we would go into that physicist, that the name I can't say. His theory about us being on the surface of a bubble. And if you want to know more about the quantum mechanics, we did do an episode all about finding quantum mechanics in Project 863. It was a live stream, a couple of live streams ago, but all you have to do is search up Subject 4 Podcast Quantum Mechanics, and it will pop up. And there's a lot of, and I used Marvel to explain it, so I did not use math to explain it. So if an actual theoretical physicist was actually here, he would use math and probably imagery, but I used Marvel to explain it to layman's terms. So you're welcome. But yeah, so do we have any people? I've got about 15 minutes left. So let's do speed round. Speed round. So, if you have a theory, a comment, an observation, please raise your hand in the Discord. We are, we're still continually looking at Discord, and we're still looking at YouTube. YouTube, I see you. Project 863, I am good. Thank you for watching the time for me. But yeah, I am good for right now. So do we have anybody to bring up?
Let's check. We got a couple people. Ooh, we got a new person I've never seen before. So, Gabe, I'm going to invite you to speak. There should be a little thing on the top of your screen. I don't know if you've done this before. You just hit accept, and it should bring you up here. It's a little green bar on the top of your screen. There you go. Welcome. I don't think we've seen you before.
Gabe.
So...
Hello.
How are you?
Good. Good.
So, do you have a theory, observation, or question?
How
we
do
have
you
plenty
think?
of questions.
How do you think body was frozen or something?
If we're just gonna talk about science that we know today, there is a chemical called natron. Natron is, if you want to see what natron does, look up the animals that fall into a lake called Lake Natron. Basically, it is highly, it has a lot of sodium in it. So the animals that fall into it will become like salt statues.
Okay.
It was actually Siraxa who came up with the theory. Well, he basically talked about Lot's wife. And the previous podcast, we did read the chapters of the Bible of the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, where the angel of the Lord told Lot not to look back when he was destroying Sodom and Gomorrah. And Lot's wife did turn around. She did look back, and she was turned into a pillar of salt. And that, to me, is the only way you could probably crystallize, I put that in quotations, crystallize a body. Because again, liquid nitrogen doesn't do it. You can put your hand into a bottle of, a vat of liquid nitrogen, pull it out, and it'd be okay. Because of a phenomenon. Well, it's not really a phenomenon. Basically, your body temperature protects you. It puts a little barrier in between the extreme cold and the extreme warm of your hand. The Leiden frost effect, I believe it's called. It puts a barrier of gases in between you and your hand. So to flash freeze someone like that, no, not possible. Unless you're in Star Wars and you're doing Han Solo and kryptonite. Not kryptonite, sorry, carbonite. But yeah, that's other than if you, again, natron would not be instantaneously. So there's nothing in science that I can give you right now. I'm sorry. Other than it was the obsolete. And that's non-science as I can get, though. I think it's actually the obsolete. We don't know what the obsolete does. We do know it's missing. So whoever has it is probably our potential murderer. Let's forget motive. Let's just find out who has the obsolete. So
Yeah.
it's like a game of
Yeah.
Clue. It's a game of Clue right now. It's all like, I think it's Bailey in Deb's apartment with the obsolete. Like, it's a game of Clue right now. That would be my educated guess right now. Bailey with the obsolete in Deb's apartment. And if we were actually playing Clue, I would get to see if I was correct. But unfortunately, we're not playing that game. Somebody make a game of Clue out of 863.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Somebody do that. I love Clue.
It was Deb.
I will
or
buy
sorry,
it and I will play it on stream. I will make sure I buy a webcam and I will stream that. So, but thank you so much, Gabe.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Yeah.
Almost moved myself to audience. All right, thank you. All right, I will do one more. Let's bring Harry Houdini up because we haven't actually seen him in a long time. And
Hello,
I'd like
Harry.
to hear what he has to say. Hello.
Good evening. So,
Hello.
yeah.
I was
Last
just saying hi.
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 Last night, the science page posted something about who would be writing if they were under control. So, I figured this out with the help of Pins, who's also in science page. We brought together a bunch of pictures between when Matt was controlled, when he wasn't. So, looking through everything, the controller writes in the same as the person being controlled, no matter what. Which makes me concerned that we don't know if Matt's still under control on that.
Sorry, I had a burp.
the only thing, okay. Sorry. The only thing I have is people being controlled right now is still an unknown thing because as far as we know in this story, the absolute failed absolutely. No, it failed of turning on the spire. And it made, instead of activating everyone, it made everyone passive. So could the absolute control somebody else to turn on the spire? Could be, but
Yeah.
how did he get somebody to control if they're all on passive?
One person at a time. But
Well, how do you do that without having the spire on? Does that make sense?
No, they didn't.
He
they
would
didn't
have
turn
to
it off.
actually physically come down and turn it back on
Yeah.
so he could jump to somebody else.
Yes, but this all came from the fact that we were trying to figure out who was writing as who.
Mm-hmm.
That was the thing that made me think more about Cyphers did control somebody, and who would they be writing as? I gotta thank Science Space for bringing that one up.
They bring a lot of stuff up that I would never even think to
do.
bring up.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good thing, though.
Are you talking about their latest one about the journals?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and post that onto live streams. So if people want to check out what where your theory was based off of, we'll post their Reddit post. Hold on, I'm lost on Discord again. Bear with me. I'm the same age as
Party is
Matt.
always lost on Discord.
I'm the same age as
Knight.
That's
Matt.
why I'm
Okay.
here. That's why I'm
Hey,
here. Is because
Ink
she's
Knight
always
got it.
lost.
Oh, okay.
Ink Knight
Ink.
got it.
Thank you, Ink. So yeah, I mean, it's a good read. I haven't really sat down. I did. I'm
I have to
sorry.
use the restroom. I will be right back.
I'm sorry to say this, Steph and Kaylin. I read a lot of their theories in the restroom. But I mean, it's a good read. So I highly recommend everyone to hop over there, look over their Reddit posts. And again, they are going to be live streaming, and well, they're going to be live streaming very soon. And in fact, if you just keep this live stream up, it will jump to their live stream, because I don't think
It's 7 p.m. Eastern. So we got another couple hours before they go live.
We do. Hold on, let me. So we had this set up kind of like an 863 channel, where we would jump from one thing to the next, but I don't think Noah has a So YouTube is trying really, really hard to be Twitch right now. So if you were live streaming, you can jump to someone else's live stream, or you can jump to someone's premiere. So if Noah had a premiere going up, I could immediately jump you to that. But he does not have a premiere up, so we are going to be jumping you over to the Science Babes. So basically, they're not going to be starting for a while, but you can have YouTube message you when they do go live. So when we do go off, which is going to be very soon, when we do go off, stay with the live stream. It will automatically take you over to the Science Babes YouTube channel, so you can ask to be alerted when that goes live. Noah is very new to premieres and stuff. So hopefully hopefully on Thursday, it will jump you over to Noah's. But once he gets his premiere set up, I can only jump.
We can jump over to his channel.
Nope. I just explained that we cannot jump over
Oh.
to channels. We can only jump from live stream to live stream, or to
right, okay.
premieres. We cannot
Well,
jump
we
to
can link to.
Yeah,
I-
we'll
we-
link
I
we'll
can
link
link
it to
to it.
you guys. But once
Yeah, I'll
he
do that
gets his
real quick.
premiere set up, you will then be passed over to Noah. Noah will pass you guys over to the Science Babes. Science Babes will then pass you over to Jordan and Angel over on Twitch. So that's kind of how our community has set this up. But well, we're gonna have to go though, Harry. So thank you so much. It's good to see you. Sorry, we had to do.
I already brought him. I already brought
okay.
him down because I
It's-
thought you were talking about other stuff, so I thought you just were waiting for me.
No.
Yeah, thank you very much, Harry. I apologize.
But so that's kind of how today is going to work out. Please bear with us. We do have some kinks and stuff going on. But yeah, so your 863 evening is already set and planned for you if you guys just want to sit for the ride. Nugs has just linked over on Discord Noah's account. So join him, take your theories that you built here, join him, share your theories. He'll offer his perspective, and then you jump over to the Science Babes, and you're definitely going to get your mind blown there, and you're definitely going to have question all of your existence there. And then you're going to jump over to the Sweet Canadians for their intake on it, and blow their minds of what everything that you have accumulated during all these live streams. But sorry that today was kind of rushed, but blame Matt.
Yeah, true. I'm just kidding.
By the way,
Blame
guys,
him.
by the way, guys, I have it on high authority that the stash is gone. Ha ha ha. So, ha ha.
No.
Ha ha. The
What?
stash is
Wait,
gone.
No, are you joking?
I am not
kidding, or
joking.
are you
I am not
kidding?
joking. I am not joking. The stash is actually gone. So, it's going to take a while for you guys to catch up to it. But yeah, so the stash is gone. Celebrating tonight. Grab your champagne bottles.
And if you're not 21 in America, don't do that.
You get sparkling water.
No, you get sparkling cider. That's what we've done.
Sparkling cider. They also sell non-alcoholic beer. It's weird.
True. It's kind of sounds weird though.
Yeah. The stash.
My dad would be like, "Ugh, why would you do that? Why would you ruin it?"
Yeah. So we I'm happy. But again, you guys should check out that thumbnail. Check out the thumbnail to Project 863. Matt has a tan. It's a nice tan. But thank you, everyone who has joined. Thank you for all the new people. A couple of little announcements. We do have memberships. If you are new here, please check out our memberships. You just click on the join button below the video. We have a couple of perks that are involved. You get discounts to our merch. You also get the merch first. So if we do have a limited edition, you do get it before everyone else, so you get more time on those kind of merch drops. Also, we have a Minecraft server. So if you would like to play any of my mods or myself, PvP arena, I highly recommend you don't go after me, but
No, go after Artemis.
No, I very rarely get off of goddess mode.
But I can turn you off. That's the thing.
No, you turn me off, I boot you out.
Okay, but I have access to the
I'll change it right now. But mommy and daddy are fighting again. But
No.
yeah, so if you we also have Emiko on there. We've got Pastel on there. Ink Knight is on there. We've got Squid Systems. We've got so there's a lot of people that are on there. Have not gotten Matt since I killed Matthias on Minecraft. I have not gotten him to go on again. I think he's scared of me now. For everyone who knows me, everyone who really knows me, everyone knows I'm lying. He is not scared of me. He killed me like 25 times. I killed him once, but I brag about that one time. So yeah, be sure to check out our membership perks if you are interested. We also, if you're also interested in building your own podcast or building your own YouTube channel, I do give up courses, one-on-one courses. I just did an OBS class. I probably will be doing other classes because I found out new features on how to draw on OBS, which I know a lot of the other streamers are like, how are you doing that? It's magic. I'm a wizard. But yeah, we will catch you guys same time as today, but on Thursday, right after the upload. Join us on YouTube. We will have our premiere going, so you can just jump right over from the episode. So that will be Thursday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please like and subscribe and comment down below how you feel about the stash gone.
And make sure to check out our website too. We have a bunch of merch, like I said earlier. We have our past episodes, links to our podcast, platforms like Spotify and Apple, etc. You can find a bunch of Nick's posters and stuff over there too, so you can get your hands on some of those.
And we will catch you guys on Thursday. Bye.